Okay, Carl's buffed up there. Carl's making himself look very handsome now. Carl's like, okay. Time to fluff out the old feathers and straighten my legs out. Oh, and he had to poop. Okay, so that's not what Carl was doing. Let's just skip what Carl was doing there. That had nothing to do with what I thought he was doing. Not your best of moments, Carl. That was not your best of moments. So Tat's over here screaming about Dad trying to get some love. Carl was over there wondering if he should come at me or not. Can y'all see Carl up in the background over there? Tat, stop. You're gonna get your dad all worked up for nothing. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? There, how's that make you feel? See? Now go back to your dad. Y'all watch this. He's gonna run to his dad. All right, run to your dad. Run tell on me. Oh boy. Go tell on me. Carl, I was just playing. That's how uncles play. That's how uncles play. At least I wasn't getting him a wedgie. I wasn't getting him a nookie. I was biting his ears. I was biting his ears. That's how uncles play. My uncles used to hold us down and bite our feet. Carl's like, you ain't doing that. That's my boy. Now you want to love on him, love on him. You don't taunt and tease. You're not that uncle. So I am just back from Longhorn Lester's, and it's neat to pull up and see Ben is hard at work. Jake's on the tractor hard at work. Can I have a little interview?
Sure.
How's everything going?
We're going fine today. Today we were past hour. We've been getting the hay bales.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
So for the past hour, we've been getting all these hay bales out here. We put them into the pile and burning them.
Oh, so you've been moving all that hay.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
Well, I want to let you know
how's that?
that was that plan? You trying to take over the role of Jake as be the farm jester?
No.
Because that was pretty funny.
I didn't realize my finger. I was trying to wash my hands off, and I didn't realize my finger was right there.
Okay, that's nice. Well, I want to let you know things have been looking real great around here. Thank you very much. Ben, as you guys know, Ben has come by and he's helping us through the summer, doing all kinds of, you might say minor jobs, but to me, these minor jobs add up to be a lot of extra work on me and Jami. And of course, I'm not driving a school bus over the summer, so I pretty much spend my day, at two different properties taking care of I'm a Survivor as far as the feeding and as far as the things that Lester does. Jami, of course, she still works, so she's spending time in the house doing her Zoom calls and other things. Hey, sweetie. And it's great having Ben come by and do just basic cleanup. I mean, just basically cleaning up things, keeping things organized. That's always been a problem with me and Jami, is we get to going so fast and we end up after, well, you guys know, the same way it is around your homes. You get going, you get busy, and next thing you know, there's clutter. And we've never liked having clutter. We've always tried to be clutter-free. Let me walk out and see an animal somewhere. Some of the things that Ben does on a daily basis, he comes in and he sweeps all of this out. The chickens, they roost up here in the rafters of the barn, and that's fine. It keeps them nice and safe at night. There's lights up here and they feel safe. But the problem is the poop rains down, and if we're not careful, that's one night. This is one night. And so this stuff adds up. And so what we have Ben do is come by and clean up, sweep up, or wash up. Sometimes he uses a sprayer, the power sprayer or the blower, and he'll just kind of clean all this off. He also fills up, he does the morning fill up of all of the water for the ducks and geese and the babies out here. Of course, Jake does anything that has to, so it's pretty, to make it simple. So Jake does everything inside of the pastures. Ben does not go inside the pastures for any reason. Not that we don't trust Ben, but Ben doesn't know the animals and the animals don't know Ben. Hi, babies. Let me walk in there. So Jake does all pasture work. Jake is very comfortable with working around all of the babies. All the babies know and love Jake. And so we let Jake do all of our pasture stuff. We asked Ben not to go inside of the pastures yet. There may be a time when Ben can go into pastures, but for now, Ben does all the outside jobs. And when I say outside jobs, there's a lot. He goes down to the road. He takes a side-by-side down to the road, and he gets all of the packages. He brings those back up, and he puts everything for Jami and Lester onto our front porch. And everything for I'm a Survivor, he puts into a stack where we will come by and go through those every chance we get and try to incorporate those into different videos. He also, like I said, he sweeps out all of the barns, you know, gets all the poop and all the muck and just everything out of here, keeps it nice and clean. He fills up all of the waters that for the little chickens and ducks that graze outside of the pastures. He kind of organizes the tools. We're going to keep working on that. But no, he does a whole lot. He helps take the trash down. The trash cans out here will build up over time with feed bags and just different trash from around the barn. Ben takes all of these down and dumps them to the dumpster. And that's what Ben does. And he comes over here several days a week and he does that. He does things in the stalls. He mucks out the stalls. You know, already said, sweeps out and blows out the barns. And so that's awesome. And we really appreciate what Ben does. Here he comes now up with a load of packages from the road. And that is a huge blessing. Now, Jake, on the other hand, does different kinds of jobs. Jake takes care of the water inside of the pastures. Jake also does all the tractor work and anything that has to do with moving any of the animals or sorting animals, even the morning or afternoon feed up. So Jake is the animal handler. Can we just start calling you the animal handler or the farm? What do you want to call yourself? Because Ben is really the farm hand now.
Oh, I'll be farm executive, under the executive.
So wait, Ben, hold on. Ben is the farm hand and you're the farm executor?
Farm executive to the executive.
Hold on.
You're the executive. Oh, but hold on, I have one thing to show you real quick.
So Jake wants to show me something.
I have anxiety.
Oh no, Jake has anxiety.
You left the gate open.
And I'm not making it better. Cause I'm working in there.
Well, I don't know. That seemed like a lot of time that somebody can run out of there.
That is true, but I am gonna put the water hose in there, which is sad because look, Ben just rolled up the water hose. He just now rolled it up, and I'm gonna unroll it and put it here for the sprinklers. I'm horrible. Sorry, Ben.
I run in there. Carl's coming after me. I'm trying to unscrew the.
Oh no.
So, yeah.
No, Jake, I just now said that you were the pasture guy. You can't sit there and say you're scared to go in Carl's pasture, because you're not. But no, it's neat having both the guys here. We love you, Ben. What am I doing with this? I ain't gonna blow it. I'm the executor. I'm the executor. Heck, what am I doing? No, I really do. Come over here real fast, Jake. So come over here beside Ben. Let me get y'all in this video when I say this. Ben, just stop what you're doing for a minute and let's get into a group selfie mode. And I'm going to say this.
Oh my God, I'm so hard.
It's.
That was not me. Look at me. Look over your other shoulder.
I just want to say that I really do think, and I think that a lot of people would agree, that we are the most beautiful as far as well-kept farm on the internet. Would y'all agree with that from the channels that y'all watch? It's a beautiful, beautiful farm, and I want y'all to know that I give these two right here tons and tons of credit for that. So thank you both very much for doing what you guys do to keep this place running smooth, and I love you, and I couldn't do this. We could not do this without you guys. So there you go. You heard it from the horse's mouth. So Carl's not really wanting to let me in the pasture today, and I'm not sure why. Carl has stairs at the gate, and if I get close, he hisses and runs at me. And I don't know why. So I'm using the water hose to cool him off a little bit. Not in a mean way. I'm just cooling him off. He's enjoying getting the water down. Can I come a little closer? I do love you. I don't know why you're being upset with Daddy. Oh, here comes Tattletale. Well, that's probably why right there. Tattletale has his dad. Get him, Dad. And Carl's like, we're not going to be mean to Wector. He's nice to us. Tat, no, go. And there goes Tattletale. Now he's mad at Dad. Thank you, Carl. I'm gonna go in there and hook up their splash pad if Carl will let me. It's that time of day. You can see the sun's just beaming. It's about 96 degrees Fahrenheit today. We have a feels like temperature of 104. What does that tell you? It's pretty darn hot out there. Carl, I'm coming in, buddy. I'm coming in. I've kind of found me a spot where I can spray all three of the babies, the big babies. For the little ones, I have to hook that splash pad up. We have another splash pad I'm going to hook up over there for her to lay in. But we only have one long water hose that stretches this far. All the other hoses, we use them right around the barn. But we have one long one that will stretch all the way to the pastures. So what I'm going to have to do is just take turns. These guys are nice and cool. What I want to do is get over there and fill up that one pad for the babies, let them cool off a little bit. I also want to fill up their water trough. Oh boy, that feels so good, huh, baby? That feels so good, so darn good. In this heat, boy. So like I was saying a little while ago, Ben does all of the little chores that happen outside of the animal pastures. Jake does all of the chores that happen inside of the pastures. And this is all animal related chores. They don't mow the grass. I insist on mowing my own grass. I also weed eat my own yard, the driveway. Jake does all of the tractor work. Y'all want to be in the water hose? I think the water hose actually scares the babies, but they do like the little splash pad. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys for a minute while I go hook up the splash pad. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, but I'll get the video going as soon as I get that hooked up. Okay. All right, Carl, I'm coming around. Daddy's coming around. Oh, little ones. There they go. All right, to the splash pad. All right, so Carl, the babies, Debbie, got the splash pad going. What's cute though is that little munchkin over there, who I think is Sue, is over there doing her own thing. Oh no, Tattletale's, Tat's gonna go say, hey, get your behind back over there with Mama. No one, that's exactly what he's doing. He's gonna run over there and tell her that she has no permission to be over here by herself. He's like, it's time. Mama said it's time to eat. Mama said go eat, and if you don't go, I'm gonna tell Daddy. Sue. Charlie's being a good little girl. Charlie's being sweet. She's doing just what she was told to do. So Tina has once again been walking the fence line, wanting to come inside the pasture here with Carl and Debbie. We saw what happened a couple of days ago when Debbie pretty much ran up to her and got big, as we say, bigger than her, and scared her off. They had a nice little chase around the pasture. I've left Tina out of here for the last 3 days. And today she's been real insistent to come back inside and try it again. Y'all excuse that high pitched noise in the background. Bennet, our summertime help, is over there blowing out the barn and the feed room. We appreciate him doing that. But we're all gonna sit here and watch and see what happens as Tina begins to make her way closer over towards the babies and Debbie. I'm wondering about the gestures and the body language. I mean, we all know that Tina comes in peace. We also know that Tina, Debbie, and Wanda all come. No, what's she doing? Oh, okay, she has to pee. That's probably, okay, now she's gotten Debbie's attention. Debbie's gonna kind of get tall, turn Tina away. Tina's gonna check out the little splash pad there. Mostly just wanted to come in and say hi, let everyone know that she's here and that she comes in peace. That's exactly what she was doing, just saying hi and that she comes in peace. She'll drop her wings down to get Carl's attention, which is just an obvious sign of submission. Still wondering if Debbie is going to allow this. She's walking up along the fence line, trying to get up closer to Carl. There, she's passing the babies. The babies seem to have no problem with her whatsoever. Let's see if, oh, Carl just did a little tail wag. Okay, Carl's tail is beginning to wag. Now, I don't know how you would translate that, but to me, I'm thinking that must, well, with dogs, they wag their tail. You know you're doing something right. You know that dog is happy. So I'm just going to assume that because Carl is wagging his tail as Tina walks by, that must be a sign of body language that birds are also content and pleased. And so we're going to allow these three together. Now, anyone that saw the live a couple of nights ago knows that the reason we want these three to get along is because they will, in fact, share a pasture over at the new property. But I've talked about I could always cross fence that pasture and make it two separate pastures because we don't want to have anyone fighting. We don't want to have anyone living in distress. What has to happen here is that Debbie has to prove her dominance as the first wife. And then Tina will be the sister wife, I think they call that. And as of right now, Debbie seems to be fine. Tina's going to spend more time closer to Carl, which is her main reason for coming over here. Carl and, yeah, so Tina has Carl's attention. The babies are still not sure what's going on. One has stayed plopped down there just to watch. One has come to the splash pad to get a drink of water. And the third is right there at Dad's leg saying, "Don't do it, Daddy. No, Daddy, don't. Daddy, no. You're gonna hurt Mommy. Don't hurt my Mommy." And Carl's like, "You don't understand. I'm not trying to hurt your mom. I'm just..." He's like, "You'll get it one day. You'll get it one day." Okay, Carl's buffed up there. Carl's making himself look very handsome now. Carl's like, "Okay, time to fluff out the old feathers and straighten my legs out." Oh, and he had to poop. Okay, so that's not what Carl was doing. Let's just skip what Carl was doing there. That had nothing to do with what I thought he was doing. Not your best of moments, Carl. That was not your best of moments. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and leave these guys in here together because there's no fighting going on. Everyone seems to be completely at peace with each other. I will leave this gate open. Well, splash pad's getting used after all, my friends. The splash pad is getting used after all. I don't think that was who it was intended for, but the splash pad is getting used. Thank you to the gifter of that splash pad. Now we have two splash pads. So last thing I'm going to say is that I'm going to leave this gate open, so if at any point Tina feels threatened and she doesn't feel comfortable, then she'll just leave. She'll just simply leave, and that's fine. I was just thinking, as Jake's driving off, Ben's already gone. I was just thinking though that Jake has to kind of be like Rip in Yellowstone. I know how all you ladies love Rip. So Jake will have to be like the foreman, because in Yellowstone, Rip is the foreman. He does all of Kevin Costner's dirty business. The thing is, I don't really have any dirty business, but if I need someone taken out and dumped over a Widow's Ridge, Jake will be the one to do it, because I got to keep my hands clean. Yeah, I got to keep my hands clean. But Jake is the one that does all the dirty business. So he's the foreman. Yeah. There he is. That's the... I'm just giving you a nickname.
What is it?
You're the foreman.
Oh, yeah.
Jake is the foreman. He likes it. Look how... Yep, there he goes.